Anyway, I went to the University of Minnesota, go Gophers. I got my degree in warming engineering. If you don't know what that is, it's the technology behind the crock pot. Anyway, I'm here today because I heard you're interested in buying a new car. So I decided to just go through some of the cars that me and Ed have owned since we've been married, and maybe that'll help inform your decision. Okay, so the first car that Ed and I got was a 1992 Plymouth Voyager. My parents gave us that car as a wedding present. It was real nice. They bought that car from Bowling Alley Jim. So something about Bowling Alley Jim. My parents both really liked him, but my mother loved him, and she always said to my father, Jerry, you should take a page out of Bowling Alley Jim's book. He's quite the entrepreneur, and he has really nice tight pants. Anyway, so they gave us that Plymouth Voyager, and we drove that to our honeymoon over in North Dakota, which was real nice. And you know, I'll say it, we didn't even make it to the Grand Plateau Lounge before we were consummating the marriage right in the back seat. Anywho, that was a nice car. 8 months later, I'm pregnant and I'm buying mayonnaise at the Piggly Wiggly. I'm really stocking up because it's 4th of July, and all of a sudden my water breaks right in the condiment aisle. So I hustle out to the Voyager and really start heading towards the Kaiser Permanente Hospital, but by the time I get there, the kid's basically in my lap. So I saved me and Ed some money, and I just drove home and made dinner. Anyway, that car was stolen. So the next car we got was a 2002 Toyota Sienna. Okay, and this is shortly after the birth of my first child, about 4 months later, and I'm pregnant with the second one, my daughter, Darla. Okay, so anyway, we need a new car because the Voyager's on its last leg, so I'm over at my folks' house having dinner, and they say, you know, you should go back over to Bowling Alley Jim to get a new car because him and Patrice are moving to Boca Raton, Florida. And then my mom says to my father, Jerry, don't you think we should do something nice like that, like move down to Boca Raton, Florida? And my dad didn't respond. And then anyway, a week later, my dad died sitting in his armchair with a Bud Heavy watching the Vikings game. I think that's the way he probably wanted to go. Anyway, so we gave him a Viking burial, which was burying him in the backyard in his Vikings jersey. Which my sister Lisa said, that's not a Viking burial, and I said, what do you know, you're just an early childhood development specialist. Anyway, we got that car, and so then I'm back at the Piggly Wiggly, still pregnant with my second Darla, and I'm there at the frozen foods aisle stocking up on tater tots, and you know what happened, my water broke. And so this time I figured I'm not even going to the car, and so I just got Darla out, and the store manager said, you know what, you can just take the tater tots home for free. And so again, I had dinner on the table, tater tot casserole by 5:30, me and Ed. So that was really nice. I hope this is helpful for everybody in their car buying. The third car we had was a real nice one, and I'm still driving it today. It's a 2008 Honda Odyssey. Okay, so this thing's really fast, and I'll actually, it's a funny story, we got it from Bowling Alley Jim's son, Car Dealership Jim Jr. And the way Car Dealership Jim Jr. got his money was because he turned in his father, Bowling Alley Jim Sr., for insider trading. And then he had all that money from the SEC, and he bought a car dealership over in Eden Prairie. So anyway, we bought that car from him, and it doesn't have any papers, and I said to Ed, I don't even really know what papers mean, so it's fine. Okay, so like I said, this car is really fast, so I'm always using it to take the girls from the cheer squad, Duluth North class of 1982, over to the Mall of America on Black Friday. They always say, Denise, you gotta drive, you got the fast Honda Odyssey. So I got the girls in the car, and we're headed to the Mall of America, and we're making an A-line straight for Bath and Body Works, because you know it's just crazy on Black Friday. So anyway, at this point, I'm still pregnant with our twins, our third and fourth children, and for some reason they're about 2.5 weeks late, but I figured I can make it to the mall. Anyway, I can't, but I'm a real girl's girl, so my water breaks there in the Odyssey, and I tell the ladies, you go in, you go get those candles, and I'll just deal with whatever I'm doing here. So of course I just do the whole thing, I'll leave it up to your imagination, and then I take those two kids, naked as they came, which they were, on both hips, and I truck straight into the Mall of America. And any woman knows her salt why. Any woman worth her salt knows why, because on your birthday you get a free triple wick. So I had 2 kids, and I walked out of that Mall of America 6 wicks richer.